Hey everybody, we are here with day 17 of Junk Journal Round Robin. Check out the hashtag JJ Round Robin. And while you're checking things out, check out my friends that I'm collaborating with on this month's challenge. Cindy over at Studioloo and Mary Ellen over at RedParrot. My lighting is horrible right now, but there you go. So, day 17, we're going to jump right into it. This one's from Cindy. And I think I can cut away at the staples. And what has she got for us? This is like some canvas. It's hard and chunky, but it's canvas. It's like printed on canvas in some wild and funky colors. That's kind of cool. But yeah, it's real thick. Okay. And let's see what Mary Ellen has sent us and see if it's anything that remotely is going to work with this. I'm going to cut the staples off as well. I think I'm good here. Yep. Okay. What has Mary Ellen sent us? Okay. Some interesting little postcards, or I guess they're just art exhibit cards. Not really postcards. But art exhibit cards, McMichael. Yeah. Exhibit cards. Exhibitions on tours. Okay. Really don't have any focal points. I mean, we've got these ladies here, but okay. I'm kind of pondering. This is totally a different vibe than this. I do like this a lot. What can I do with it? I think, let me just, because it's right here handy. This is a new collage book that I've got that I'm playing with. Wonder if we could do I'm compelled to use these colorful buildings. And maybe even this one too. And do them with these and do like some little travel type journal cards. What says you? Not with these big scissors. And then I'm certain there is an easier way to chop up these books. But what I have determined in my use of the other one, that's very similar to this, is it just works best just to chop what you need and have the rest kind of hang out. Okay, and then I could do this one and this one and do 4 cards on that and then figure out something to do. My only problem is I don't know that I want to use that, now that I think about that. So I'll tuck that in. The only problem is these buildings, I'm not sure if they represent Japanese, I do believe, or if they represent Chinese. I think okay, we do these 2, 3. This one's big enough. I think I can cut it in half. Just show half on a card. I think that will be okay. We'll do 4 cards with that because there's like 4 sections on this. So that's that. These 3. I really want to, I kind of want to cut this in half and have 2 cards out of it. And I'm kind of feeling this house with these ladies. I'm just kind of deep in thought right now, so he would be cool on one of these cards. Nothing's speaking to me. Nothing more is speaking to me. I tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to set these aside. I'm going to work on these a minute. See where I can get with these. Set these aside. See if I can make some straightness out of this. I'm going to kind of go with the natural folds because it's hard material. I don't want to be fighting against it. So we know that's a straight line. Okay, I feel like I need to back them first. So I'm going to reach over here. I'm going to stand up and reach over here and get some backing material. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I need to back them first before I do anything else. And actually, I just realized my front window's open. So let me go close that. My blinds. Okay. It's kind of dark outside, so I don't want peepers peeping in at me. Okay, back to the business at hand. I feel like I should use regular glue, but then there's a part of me that feels like glue stick will work just fine. We'll try it. Because I'll be gluing to the raw canvas, not the printed side, so it might attach really well like that. I think it will. And then let's see if we can stick another one down. I'm going to trim these down, but just get the initial. Is that going to stay? I think it is going to stay. Moving on. Oh, I can't see. Okay. We are making some sort of weird progress. Maybe they won't stay as this one just folds apart. Let me trim it down and then see what the situation is once we get them trimmed down. Oh, I got that one pretty straight, but we'll trim it down just in case. Okay, now let's see what the situation is with the backing. I think that's going to work. Now, the only thing is that this is not, I mean, it's still very pliable. It's not going to work. Okay. Need something thicker. Let me just see what I have here handy. Have these. I think I used the other one. Yep. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to have to do because this is really not, it's not, yeah, it's not happening. Not happening. I'm going to have to use the real glue. And of course now it's sticking. Okay, now the real glue should hold us just fine. Makes it really thick though. I mean, the glue doesn't make it thick. Using it on this, I mean, I guess I could have probably just used the real glue on the paper, but I would still have like a real pliable. So now I gotta find 3 more of these to work with. I feel like this is going to be a long video because we are 20 minutes in and I've got one thing situated, kinda. Let me see if I can find some more backing. I'm just going through with some thicker stuff. This is the cover of a scrap paper. Okay, shall get it together. Got stuff going everywhere here. Okay, this one's good. And then possible these would have stayed eventually, but we're just gonna plunk it down. And then we'll go cut it down once it dries a little bit. Look at that. It's going to take it a minute to grab hold and dry. But in the meantime, we're going to fussy cut. We're going to plunk those down. Let them grab hold and do a little drying. Set those aside. Look at that. It's starting to wrinkle up. I'm struggling. Struggling. This I like. That turned out good. Maybe we just need to let these dry a minute. They're still, look at that. Still wiggling around. Okay, set it aside. We're going to fussy cut for a minute. See what we can do with these guys. I think this is like a village in Greece or whatever. Okay, that little village going on. And then let's trim this. Now that I'm trimming this, it really doesn't go real well with that, but that's okay. We're working with it. I am going to hopefully properly assume these are Japanese. I don't even know why I'm working with cultural stuff, because I get really nervous about it, because I don't want to offend anybody. I have a friend who's from Japan. I don't think she watches my videos, but she, I've gone through like my bucket of Asian themed journal stuff, like scraps and things. And her and I have gone through it, and she's kind of told me a little bit about some of the pieces, that they are definitely Japan or they are definitely Chinese. And I greatly appreciate that. I was working on a Japan journal, travel journal, and she assisted me with it. And my idea was to cut this in half and use half on one thing and half on the other, but surely I'm okay to cut this building in half. Surely there's not a... I would assume if there was a problem with it being cut, then it would not be in a cut and collage book. How's that? And here's the thing. I will make some ephemera, and if I find out otherwise that that's not appropriate or whatever, then I will get rid of that ephemera. Again, not here to offend anybody. And not here to act like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to different cultures or different countries or different languages or anything like that. Because I certainly don't. Okay, we are at the end of the fussy cutting for the mow. Not too bad, not too bad. Let me see what's going on with these guys. See if I can trim them down to workable size here. I think that end was even. Nope, it's still curling up, so we're going to trim it down a little bit. We're going to make it our even one. How about you not work with your fussy cuts right under the blade shell? One of these days, shell. One of these days. Keep thinking about that really bright frog. We can make that a straight line with this one. Okay, 3 down, 1 more to go. I'm just gonna Make that my straight line. Scoot, 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 scoot. Okay, we have our 4 bases cut. Finally. Let's see if we can do something with them now. Yep, I think that'll work. Of course, the ones, you know, super thick, but these will, I think they'll work just fine. Okay. So we have these 3 things. Let's see here. We'll do a little collage, maybe. Let's just see what we have here. Nothing's sparking me at the moment, so maybe we'll just do this. Let us trim this in the middle. And then let us decide which cards it needs to go on. And I wonder how my glue's gonna do on this, like gluing these pieces down. I assume we need to do this. I'm gonna keep these really simple, I think, for now. And I'm just thinking if I did, you know, by chance do another Japanese or Asian journal, not be out of the realm of possibility for these to tuck in there. Let's see if I can. Oh, that was not good. Yeah, I don't think these are going to work with These are not going to chop. So let's do this. Let's not round them. Let's square them off. That didn't want to stick and stay, but that's okay. I've got glue all over me. How in the world did that happen, Shell? Oh, whoops. Okay. I was going the other way with this, but that's okay. Okay, there's those cards. I'm gonna kind of do the same thing with this guy. Actually could do the same thing with this guy and just do I'll set that aside. And I haven't forgot about my postcards from Mary Ellen. I think I'm just going to continue on with this, and again, if I learn that they are not appropriate, then we will do away with them. I have to cut these down a little bit, or I could just make some tags out of them. But I'll still cut them down a little bit because they are quite a bit smaller than the other two. Do we trust just cutting it straight? No. No, we do not. Okay. Do our little corners. A little bitty triangles everywhere. That was too much glue, Shell. Not quite sure what you were thinking there. Trim the bottom just a little bit. A bit. And trim the edges. Okay, now we've got to use these. And I really am tempted to just back this and cut it in half. I really like it. I know that's not what you wanted me to do with it, Mary Ellen. I know. But nothing is coming to me as far as a focal point with this. And I like it, so I don't want to start chopping on it, not knowing what I want to do with it. And so if I just create two simple journal cards with it. Sorry, I got sidetracked by the glue peel. If I just make two simple journal cards with it, blank, they can be used as is, or later down the line, if something comes along that would work with these bases. Oh, I've got glue all over me, and my OCD won't let me function too well with glue picking. I just want it all off. I'm not doing so hot here. There we go. And I could easily fold it and make a card out of it. That's an option. But I really just would like them as journal cards. I don't know, something about them just tells me they would be really pretty. 6, 7, 8 and a half. So 4 1/4. 2, 3, 4 1/4. I don't do math well, so hopefully I got that right. Where is my... Right here. Okay. See, aren't these just really pretty journal cards? Now I am going to round my corners. So there's that. I did something with them. I just really think they're pretty as they are. Wouldn't that be pretty tucked in a journal? A winter journal or spooky Halloween journal, or sorry, it just lends itself to that. Okay, now we're down to these guys. Although I could put this. And I don't particularly care to use real people in my artwork. So that's going to eliminate this. And this. Sorry, but they got to go. And that leaves this. And these. And I think I could do that there. I really am inclined to just back these and use these as little bits. I'm not really feeling very creative at the moment. You know, Mary Ellen did, in the month of October, she did these videos, and I kind of jumped on the bandwagon as well, of showing up and taking up space and creating art. And that's really kind of what I'm feeling right now. I don't want to say going through the motions. I'm just, my creative spark is a little dull right now. But I'm here, I'm showing up, creating something, building my stash, my ever-growing stash. These two pieces I kind of want to maybe do something. I'm going to set those to dry while we look at this situation here. I feel like I need to back this. I'm going to kind of try to keep it I'm gonna fold it and make a card out of it, but not split down the middle card. I think I'm gonna try to even it up, mainly because the ladies are right in the middle of it. That sit for a minute while I chomp on these. Oh, what's the problem here? Sometimes when making journals, we forget about just little bits. Little journal cards, little tags. And I think things like this, we overlook them. That would be cute. You know, you could have a pocket and tuck a card in there or a tag in there, but you could also tuck this in as a little extra. So, I think we oftentimes forget about the little bitty things. The little fun little bitty bits. And when I'm making a journal, I try to be aware of that. When I'm making an ephemera, I don't think too much about it. But when I'm making a journal, it's like, oh, I need something little. Just something little to tuck in this little spot, you know. Yeah. Okay, and so this was this. We are cutting this. Kind of like that frayed at the top. Okay. Oh, I was just gonna throw my scissors away. I was just gonna throw my scissors away. We don't want to do that. Okay, well, here's what I'm thinking. What are we thinking, Chell? Here's what we're thinking. We're going to fold this in. Using our bone folder. I want to, no I don't. Do I? No I don't. Okay, this one down at the bottom. And this is like a picture of like some cliffs. Now, I know this is probably the cliffs of like Arizona or Nevada or somewhere out in the desert. And I know that this is not, but there's cliffs over there, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. This looks like mold. I don't want to... I'm going to put this in my stash because it's kind of cool, but I'm not using it for anything that I'm doing today. And I haven't inked anything, but I feel like I want to ink this. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of an interesting take on a folded journal card. I mean, you really, I guess you can. It's kind of slicky, but you would journal on the back and on here and just tuck it in. I mean, I guess you could fold it this way too, but yeah, we're going with that. So, let's see what else we have here. Let's just go around this and ink the edges of these. I probably should do this in black, actually. Let's see what we got here. And we'll ink these in black, just kind of hitting the edges really. And these lend themselves to being just like they are, or to sewing around them, or to adding something to them. I told myself I was going to try not to make just a bunch of bases, but again, these are just so pretty that I just want them to stay like they are. These are weird, but the texture is really weird with them because it's the canvas stuff. It's taking them a minute to dry. I can still feel, they still feel cool, like they're wet. But I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to call it a day. Day 17, Junk Journal Round Robin. Thanks for joining me. Let's make sure we got everything. Look at all that glue to peel off my fingers. Okay, so Cindy sent us this canvas, and I did 4 journal cards with these Asian, I think, Japanese buildings. Again, if that is not the case, and if these are offensive, please do put something in the comments, and I will do away with these. So, Cindy sent us this canvas. We made 4 little journal cards out of them. It's possible I'll sew around this. It's kind of thick, so I don't know. We'll just see how it ends up. These 2 journal cards out of a... Mary Ellen sent 3 art museum type exhibition cards. This was one of them, and again, I just really love it, so that's all we did with it. Cut it in half, rounded the corners, and backed it. And then the other one had all these little different images on them. So we cut it up, made some little journal card bits to tuck in here and there. And then we did this. We just folded the other one, backed it, and kind of added that little bit. So there you have it. Day 17 is in the books for Junk Journal Round Robin. Thanks for joining me. Gosh, an hour long. My apologies, but we did it. We made it through. It was a bit of a struggle, but... we'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I'm having a little bit of problems with uploading this last week or so. My videos are being slower to get to the website, but they're all here. So anyways, thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.